Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Bones. Bones is from California in the USA. So let's see what Bones has to say. Enjoy the interview. Comfortable?
Yeah, I mean, excited, nervous a little bit,
Amazing.
not sure what's gonna come my way.
So hello Hector, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually a little under the weather today. I feel like I'm getting sick, but I've been good. It's because I've been super busy lately, so I've been up and down. Very little rest, so I just feel like I'm
Oh,
coming down with something. But
I,
I'm good.
I know sometimes when we push ourselves too much, we need
Yeah,
to slow down a little bit because our body is a reaction of our body. So we need to
yeah,
somehow slow down a little bit. I get you for sure.
yeah. That's just something that lately with everything going on, it's been a lot. So, but
Where are you from, Hector?
Oh, I'm from the Imperial Valley. I was born and raised in Brawley, California. It's
Uh-huh.
we live on the southern side of California, so we're like in between everything. So where we live, literally, we have the Yuma, Arizona, which is only like an hour away. We
Hmm.
got San Diego, which is about an hour and 45 minutes away. We got Palm Springs, LA, and then we got the Mexico border another hour away. So like we're right in the middle.
I see. And that's the
Yeah,
place
yeah.
where you're born and raised?
Yes, I was born and raised here.
So tell me something interesting about your hometown, something that stands out compared with other places in California.
Honestly, what I love about the Imperial Valley is the community. The community is super supportive here. It don't matter what it is. The community tends to come together and support each other. That's one thing that I noticed. Because I lived in the big city. I lived in San Bernardino for about 5 years.
Okay?
And I just noticed I ended up coming back to the Imperial Valley. I noticed here the community's real big on helping each other when it comes to certain events. It don't matter if it's a fundraiser, if it's a community event, or even um, something tragic like a loss or something. The community comes together, supports each other, and it's a beautiful thing.
That's amazing. I think when you live in a
Yeah,
place where they have the support of the community, it's a big plus for
yeah.
sure.
Oh yeah, for sure,
Amazing.
definitely.
And what do you do for work, for living, Hector?
I just got hired with Kinder Morgan. It's a petroleum pipeline. It's actually one of the biggest pipelines in North America.
Hmm.
Um, I'm in charge of I'm a control operator. So I'm in charge of this pipeline that's coming down from LA and it runs all the way to Phoenix, Arizona.
Wow.
So I'm pretty much in charge of all the fuel coming in. So we have EPA, which is Arizona diesel. We got CARB, which is California diesel. We got regular gas, premium gas, and then we got jet fuel, which we deliver to the military bases here in El Centro. And then we have another military base in Yuma, Arizona, that we deliver the jet fuel to.
Wow. So tell me a little
Yeah.
bit more about your job on your daily basis. What's your thing that what do you do every day?
It's it's very stressful when it comes to when you're really busy when you're running the pipeline because we're in charge of a 20-inch pipeline plus certain stations, and these stations are meant to bring in product, and then
Mhm.
from these stations we pump the product to Imperial, where I'm at right now,
Okay.
and from here um, we distribute the fuel to either we got trucks coming in taking the fuel to gas stations, or
Wow.
we pump the jet fuel to the military bases. So
Interesting. Oh,
it's stressful because I'm literally not used to that environment. I'm used to being more hands-on things. I worked in the drilling industry for over 18 years. And when I got into this job, now I went from being outside working to all of a sudden I'm sitting on a desk for 12 hours looking at computer screens, doing math, looking at valves and pressure gauges and flow meters. And it's a whole different. I had to
wow.
get I had to get accustomed to it. At first, I was like, I don't know if I can handle this. It's like just sitting here for 12 hours looking, and it's a lot of responsibility.
I was about
That's
to
a
say
lot of
that.
responsibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was about to say that. I'm sure those jobs you need to be with your, completely full attention because it's,
Yeah.
really a lot of responsibility in your hands for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And I believe as well that you run a catering service as well, company.
Yeah, that's another thing. We have a catering business that started as a, it was supposed to be a side project. Honestly, it wasn't even supposed to be a catering business. That's the crazy part about it. I've always cooked since I was a little kid.
Uh-huh.
And the way it started was my uncles were horrible cooks. They were usually the gathering, the families around, they're drinking their beers, and I was that little kid that was always nosy, like, hey, let me get a piece of meat. So my uncle, one of my uncles actually, he would always burn the meat. So
Right.
everybody would get mad at him. So I remember the first time he gave me the tongs to the grill. I had to been like my daughter's age. I had to been like 11 or so. He's like, here, you're in charge. So I said, all right, cool. So I started cooking the meat. And I remember at the end of the day, everybody like, man, this is the best carne asada ever. They're like, hey, your uncle's fired. You're the new cook from now on.
Oh,
So I had, even going through high school and all that, a lot of people knew me as a good cook.
uh-huh.
So it followed me through my whole career in the
Wow.
drilling industry. We would have rig moves where you get a bunch of third parties coming together to move a big drilling rig. You're talking about 50 people. Both crews, day and night, they work. They when you move a rig, it's real dangerous, so you're only allowed to move it during the day.
Right.
So you would have a big staff, and I was always designated to be the cook. Everybody would be like, "Hey, get Bones to go start cooking." Oh, by the way, that's my nickname, Bones. Everybody calls me Bones. Um, yeah. So I've been cooking for a long time. So the way this whole catering started was I had always traveled. This
Mhm.
is the first time I'm here. So I've worked all over the world. I worked in Hawaii, Guatemala, Honduras. I worked in Kenya, Africa.
Wow.
I worked all over Nevada. The rigs would always make me travel. So when I ended up leaving the rigs and I got here and then I came back to the Imperial Valley, I was a plant operator for Cal Energy, which is
Okay.
it's a geothermal it's a geothermal plant that makes electricity. And I was there for a few years. I became a plant operator, and eventually I wanted to move up to a control operator. That's where I'm at now. But coming back down here, I met this guy from the Imperial Valley, who makes custom grills. So he's like, "Hey, I actually went to go buy a disco. I don't know if you know what a disco is. It's like a round pan,
Okay.
and it has a burner in the bottom. So
Right.
you can do like fried fish, fried chicken, you can do potatoes, you can do all kinds of things in it. It's an amazing thing. So when I went to his house to pick it up, he had a Santa Maria grill he was working on, but he's a welder, so he had a bunch of projects going on. And he tells me, "Hey, you know anybody wanting to buy this big grill? I just want to get rid of it." So I'm like, you know what? I'll buy it off of you. So I'm like, yeah, give it to me whether you want to sell it. I'm like, I love grilling, man. I'll take that. So me and him became good friends. We started talking, and I told him, man, one day I wish I had a big smoker. Like I've always dreamed of having my own catering business, but I never actually thought about it.
Uh-huh.
So he's like, all right, I'll take that into consideration. If I see a trailer or something, I'll let you know. So
Uh-huh.
I bought the trailer, the Santa Maria grill, and then a couple months later, he's going through this app called Let It Go or Offer Up, and he's like, dude, this trailer's for cheap. They're selling it for $2,000 or something, and
Uh-huh.
it looks like they're trying to build like a smoker.
Right.
So I go meet at the guy's house and he was selling it for about $2,000. So I go meet, and he wasn't there. It was his dad's house because he had moved up north. He was going through a divorce and some stuff. So when I go meet at the guy's house, I'm like, man, this trailer's nice, it's big, but I don't know what he was doing to it because the material was real flimsy. It had a lot of open areas where the smoke can come out. So I called him on the phone. I'm like, hey, bro, I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. Like, I like the trailer. The trailer's nice. It's big. I don't know what you're trying to build. There's a lot of open doors, a lot of open space for the smoke to come out. And he was telling me that eventually it was a project he was trying to build a smoker for a pizza to make pizza.
Okay. Okay.
But he's like, honestly, I gave up on it. It's been sitting at my dad's house. I just went through a divorce. He said, you know what? Do me a favor. Give me $500. Take the whole thing. So I was like, oh, bet. So I ended up giving him the $500 to his dad, and I was the happiest day that I was so happy that day. So I took that trailer to the welder that I knew, and he's like, man, dude, I'm gonna get you. So he gave me the best material he can get. And we came up with an idea. Like I told him, look, I want burners to be able to cook things. I want it to be a reverse smoker, have a hot box in the bottom where you can put your wood. So the way
Okay.
it works is you have a hot box in the bottom, you put all your wood, and as it's smoking it, it goes to the bottom of the smoker and it comes up where all the meat's at. And then you have your vent on top. So it's called a reverse sear. So
Right.
we're like, okay, let's do that. So we ended up doing that and it came out amazing.
Wow.
Didn't even think about starting a catering business. People knew I had it and people were like, dude, cook for me. Can you do an event for 50 people? I'm like, yeah, I can do that for you guys. That's not a problem. So yeah, long story short, I ended up getting the smoker, and people from the Imperial Valley knew all that I was a cook all my life. So they were just like, um, but they started booking me. Hey, can you do my wedding? Can you do this? So then
Right.
I ended up getting all my permits. I went full legit, and I said I can do this as a side project. I'll have a week off, but the catering pretty much took over. It skyrocketed within 1 year, and right now we have over 6,000 followers on it. But I only started about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. But we done events for 500 people. We do events
Wow.
for 300 people, 400 people constantly. So we're constantly booked with the catering. And now I'm doing meal preps for all these gym people. So that has me busy all day long as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love the story. I love how things got together. You invest some money, you put a trust.
Yeah.
Now things are going the direction that should be. Amazing. Love the story. Great. Well
Yeah.
done.
It paid itself off for sure.
For sure. By the way, should I call you Bones or Hector?
You can honestly, I've been called Bones since I was a little kid.
Okay.
Um, because of my last name. My last name is Bonesi. It's Italian.
Okay.
So a lot of people can't say Bonesi. So when I used to play football, when I used to wrestle, my coaches would be like, Bonesi, Bones, get over here. So they took away the I and it's just Bones. So
Amazing.
my catering business, that's why it's called Bones Catering.
I see.
Just
Okay, I'm gonna call you Bones for now. Amazing.
okay, you got it, brother.
Bones, so before we start the interview, I always ask my guests on the show to bring something that means a lot to them. Could be a
Okay.
picture, could be a gift, could be an object. Do you have something you could share?
Yes, of course. So the one thing that means the absolutely most to me, and I've never let go of this. I've had this since I was a kid. Since I was 18. Sorry about that. For 22 years. My grandpa, who was like my dad, he was my biggest inspiration. He co-signed for my first vehicle, which was a Nissan Titan truck. And I remember going to my uncles, to my mom, I went to everyone, and they absolutely said, no, we're not co-signing. So he ended up getting me my first truck, which is and to this day, that truck is 22 years old, and to this day is still my catering truck.
Oh my
I will
God.
not, I'll never let go of that truck. That is something that I have that when he passed away, there was some kind of drama between the family because they wanted to give me a lot of his stuff, like his old guns and a bunch of stuff that he owned. But one of the uncles, of course, he kind of was like, "No, I'm the oldest, and why is he getting it? He's the nephew, blah blah blah." And so I was like, you know what? I don't need nothing. This is all I need is my grandpa's truck. This is the best memory I have,
Wow.
and he did that favor for me, and it was my first truck at 18 years old. And to
Wow.
this day, that truck still runs.
Oh
Yeah,
my God, I love this
yeah.
story.
So
Beautiful.
that
That's beautiful. Wow. Oh, sweet, very sweet. Bonds, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
yeah, let's do it.
Amazing. Welcome to William and the Magic Box. So I have
Awesome.
my best friend. Full of random fun questions. So what I'm going
Okay,
to do, I'm just going to play a song just for us to relax before the first question, okay?
got
Let's do it.
it.
Right, so before start the interview, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about or you don't answer, always can take another one, okay?
Got it.
First question is, what do you like the most in your best friends?
Honestly, that they've been there since day one. They've always been loyal. They've always been respectful.
Mhm.
Um, to this day, my best friend and me, I mean, I known him since I was like 6 years old.
Wow.
He's still my best friend to this day. We can go half a year without seeing each other, and it's crazy because when we see each other, we pick up right where we left off.
Wow.
Nothing changes. Yeah, to this day, he's actually my best man. He was my best man at my wedding as well, and he's my oldest daughter's Nino, my oldest daughter that sings. That he's the Nino, so I mean, he's a big part of our life. He's always been. So that I
Wow.
just love that he's very active with us in the family, and we've
Wow.
never lose hardly communication. We keep in touch here and there. Like I said, we've gone months without seeing each other, and we just pick up right where we left off.
Wow. Okay, so he's watching this interview right now and you have a moment and opportunity to send him a message. What would you say? He's watching?
Nah, man, that well, name's Sammy. That I appreciate him for everything he's done, for all the support he's done throughout me and my craziness. Because he, I mean, we've done some crazy stuff. Like I said, he supported my daughter through her whole singing competition.
Wow.
He was always there. He would call her, see how she's doing. Anytime I have an event and I'm in a time crunch, I can rely on him to just I'll be there. I'll help you with whatever you need.
Wow.
Um, and yeah, I appreciate him for that 100%.
Amazing. I think those friends, they just, you don't go around saying, oh, you're going to be my best friend. You're going to be it doesn't work
Yeah.
like that. When the paths cross and it becomes this, long relation, it's like a relationship, a friendship. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
great for sure.
We're literally family. So
Amazing. Next
yeah.
question. Let's do it. Okay, Bond. Next question for you is, what do you think is a good age to start dating and why?
What do I think is a good day or date?
Date.
You said,
A good age to start dating.
oh, good age. Okay. Now that I have daughters, not to the 21. But no, I mean, I started dating when I was in high school. Um, no, maybe eighth grade. I can't remember. Maybe probably my freshman sophomore year. I had to been graduate 18, around 16 years old,
Okay,
16, 15.
I
But
see.
yeah, I wouldn't recommend that for my kids now. I'm very protective when it comes to my little girls. I'm like, nope. I went through it. No, so
Tell me about
yeah.
your first crush and your first kiss.
Uh, my first crush. Who was my first crush? My first crush was actually Jessica Alba. She's an actress. That was like in high school. I used to carry this binder with pictures of her. Um, when she did the movie Honey, I was like obsessed with her. I was like, and then I seen she came out on. She was like me growing up. She was like the most beautiful actress I'd ever seen. That was like my what I considered like my first crush before I even had a girlfriend and all that stuff.
Right.
My first kiss was a horrible experience because it was it happened when we were with a cousin of mine and she kind of forced me to do kiss one of her friends. at the park. We were playing some game, and it was one of those games where I really can't remember how the game goes, but you have to kiss someone. It wasn't like go in the closet and kiss someone, but we were playing some game, and it was just yeah, it was like nah, it wasn't a good experience to say, you know what I mean?
Right.
It was just we were both very young.
When you think about bonds, when you think about yourself, what's the biggest
Mhm.
joy of being you?
My biggest joy is my daughters, raising these little girls to be strong, independent. I support them in any way they absolutely, whatever they want to do, I support them 100%. I
Wow.
see a lot of myself in them,
Mhm.
especially in my oldest one, um, because they're strong. They're very blunt, which gets them in trouble sometimes. They're
Yeah.
straightforward, but all three of them are straight A students.
Wow.
They all have different, like my middle one's into ASB, and I tell her go for it, do whatever you want to do. And my oldest one is pursuing a singing career.
Wow.
She's also done acting. She plays every sport out there. I mean, she challenges herself. So when I see her, I see myself. I've always challenged myself through sports, through life, growing up. So that is my biggest joy, and something I'm proud of that I see out of myself or my three little girls, and how independent they can be, how strong they can be. Even when
Wow.
they get knocked down, they shake it off, get back on it, and yeah, it's just and I support them in any decision, all three of them. Like,
It's
um,
amazing. And so
yeah,
far, what has been the most meaningful lesson you've learned from your daughters?
be patient. Honestly, be patient. I am not even for my wife. Be patient because I was the most impatient person in the world.
Uh-huh.
And to this day, they tell me all the time, you need to be more patient. I like to get the ball going. And that's one thing I am like, I see that in my daughters too, because they get the same way. They get impatient. I see it every day. And I'm like, hey, you tell me to be patient. You need to be patient too. So for sure, be patient. That's something that I would have to say.
Amazing. Very good. Next question. Let's do it. Before the next question, Bones, let's talk about your catering service. Yeah, so tell me tell me something special about your catering service that stands out comparing with others. There's something
Yeah.
unique, there's something that people they always comment, or what's the biggest joy of running your business?
For me, it's quality. Quality is hands down number one.
Mm-hmm.
When I started this catering business, I wasn't gonna be your normal caterer. I made sure I had the best quality meats, the best quality seasonings. The impression is key. So if you look at our setups on our catering page, we have canopies, we got tables. We're very professional. We wear gloves. My whole staff usually, if it's not too hot, because it does get hot in the Pro Valley, we all got uniforms with our name on there, the catering bit logo. Impression is key. People love that. It don't matter if it's a night event, a day event, you gotta have the lights. Another thing that I do for my events, because I get a lot of school events, I
Okay.
take a speak I take a speaker and I play music, but I like when we do the schools, I'll play funk music because everybody loves funk music and everybody absolutely loves it. So by me just doing those simple little things,
Yeah.
it gets me back to the same place for the next
Wow.
catering event. So quality for sure, and presentation is number one.
I
Yeah.
see. And you work only with events, or you have a place where you stand all the time, or not? It depends where they contract you.
So we have a commissary, which is Chavelas. It's a restaurant here in the Imperial Valley. That's where
Okay.
I store all my food. That's where I prep everything. I
Okay.
season everything and cook everything. Unless it's a private event, I'm allowed to go to the event and cook everything there. Where I
I
can
see.
take the smoker. I can take like when we do big events for 500 people, I
Yeah.
rather cook it on the spot because I want everybody to have a warm plate.
Right.
So um That's one thing that I love doing when we do big events, 300, 400, 500 people. We take
Wow,
everything, cook it there, and then everybody's served a nice warm plate. Everything's fresh. So,
I see. Amazing. Okay,
yeah.
next question for you is, would you rather be invisible or be able to fly? And what would you do?
Ooh, visible, be able to fly. I don't know about flying. I've been on heights because I used to work derricks. Like I said, I used to be 150 feet up in the air, maybe even higher.
Uh-huh.
Um, and I feel like flying, you're probably gonna hit a bird or hit something, which I'm not a fan of. So maybe be invisible, I would say.
Wow.
Um, that I think that would be something cool. I mean, go check out Area 51 or something.
I was about to
You know
ask
what I
you.
mean?
Of course, I
Huh?
was about to ask you if you had the superpower of being visible. Tell me a place that you'd love to be there. You know that's it's impossible to be there, or it's difficult. Tell me a place that if you're invisible, you'd be like, you know what, I would go there straight away.
Oh, but well, like I said, Area 51 for sure. Like nobody's allowed there. No one. And the crazy part is, when I used to work in the rigs, I would
Uh-huh.
travel through Nevada through Area 51, and it's very highly secure. There's security like everywhere.
Wow,
So to me, I've always been interested because I would stop at the gas station. You see all the alien stuff, and so I was always like, man, I wonder if they do exist, if it's for reals. And
wow,
we don't know nothing about Area 51 to this day. I mean, it's very secure, so that's
wow.
something I would say I would go check out for sure.
Good points for sure. I'll be curious as well for sure. That's for sure. Amazing. Three questions left. Let's do it. Okay, next question for you is, oh, this is my favorite question of the Magic Box and came up to you.
Oh,
Right,
perfect.
good one. Send away a message to someone, but you don't need to tell who this message is for. Just the person watching right now, they're gonna go, I know he's sending this message to me, but don't disclose their names, okay?
Well, my message would be thank you for always being there with me and supporting my three girls. Um, you have gone through my ups to my downs, my crazy tantrums, my frustrations when I'm doing big events. So I want to tell you thank you that for everything you've done for us, and I can't wait to keep building memories with you in our future. And I absolutely love you for
Oh my God, I love it. I've got goosebumps now. Beautiful, beautiful ones. I think
that.
those special people, they know who they are, and
Yeah,
a lot for them because, they just, again, they're just part of ourselves. You know what I mean? We cannot move forward
yeah.
if they're not by our side or if they're not, in presence. It's very special. Wow, great
Hmm.
message for sure. Saying that, what's the meaning of life for you when you think about life?
Now, before my mindset was different when I was younger, obviously. Now I revolve everything around my kids.
Yep.
The meaning of life is being there for them, taking risks that I was afraid to take. Just to give you an example, I worked in the drilling industry and I traveled for 18 years of my career.
Wow.
I missed out on a lot when my daughters were young. I missed out on birthdays, Christmases, Halloween, you name it, holidays, Thanksgiving, because I wasn't
Yep.
there their birthdays. So I ended up downgrading myself for them,
Yep.
and it was the best decision I ever made. Being here, watching them grow up, watching them play sports, watching them, like I said, follow their singing career, follow their goals. I absolutely love it. I am the most supportive dad when it comes to my three to all my kids.
Wow.
So
Wow. Those memories, they're just special and you need to be there. But
yeah,
it's I know
yeah,
life. We need to, it's a job, it's work we need to do, but we need to somehow find a
Yeah,
way to balance everything. You know what I mean?
yeah,
For sure.
exactly.
Yeah. Cool. Two questions left. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Right. So before the next question, you already mentioned about how much you enjoy running your business, Bonds Catering. I can't wait
Yeah,
one day to come to see your catering, to
yeah. Come
try
on
your
down.
food, to try your
There you
food.
go.
Okay. So my question for you is, you said all the good things, but what do you find most challenging about maybe running a business or maybe running a catering business? What's the challenge behind?
Ooh, there's a lot of challenges when running a business. Having to deal with uh, rude people sometimes is a big challenge.
Wow.
Some of these corporations, they always want a discount. They always want, um, hey, can you instead of buying the plate for so much money, can you give us for this much, or can you change your menu for us? And it's like, one thing that I tell everybody, my quality is my quality for a reason. A reason we're so popular and we're so well known is because the quality, the presentation, and
Hmm.
the portions of our plates.
Yep.
So I won't downgrade for anyone. Um, just to give you an example, I did a college here, a big event for 300 people, and
Hmm.
I've always had little issues with them here and there, when it comes to, they'll give me for 300 people and then we serve 400 people. And it's like, I always take extra food because I'm not going to be that caterer that runs out of food. But there was an event where they wanted me, they had got me for, I had actually two events that day. The first one was 200 and then the night one was 500. Or I had already smoked the pulled pork because it was a Black History Month. So they were expecting 300 people, and they wanted a pulled pork with some mac and cheese and some other sides. So I said, okay, well, the pork butts take me anywhere from 10 to 12 hours to smoke. It's very
Hmm.
time consuming. So I already had everything ready to go, and the president comes up to me. He's like, dude, we're expecting more people. I need you to get more food. And I'm like, that's not gonna happen. I'm like, it takes me 12 hours to do this. Like, I'm not like a taco guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was like, go to Vaughn's, go buy a bunch of chicken, and just serve him that. I'm like, no, this is my name behind it. This is
Totally.
my. I don't want people to eat this and be like, this is Bones Catering.
Of
So
course.
people are like the number one challenge sometimes. They think it's easy. Hey, you're serving food, and it's like, no, we I'm very big on the quality we serve and also the name, presentation, the
Yeah.
portion. So that's one of my biggest frustrations at times. Or last minute, hey, give me for 200 people, and then, hey, can you add another 80 people? It's like, dude, the event's tomorrow. But I like taking challenges. Sometimes I actually do, and I pull it off.
Totally. But I
Yeah,
get your point, Bonds, and I think you're totally right because it takes us so long to create a name, to build our name, to keep the
yeah,
name. You know what I mean? In a place
exactly.
where always being, and in a second, if you slip out, it can go down straight away. You know what I mean? Because people always remember.
Exactly.
It's easy for people to to point or things instead of seeing the quality. So I get your
Yeah.
point, and sometimes it's better for you to what I mean, to keep with your standards
Yeah.
than somehow try to please others, but your name is
Yeah.
not connect with the service that you are
Yeah.
providing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell them. I'm like, nah, it's not happening. I'm sorry. You should organize it a little bit better.
Okay, next question is, oh, beautiful question. What does love mean to you?
Well, love is key, honestly, to me. It's what keeps us going.
Hmm.
The love, I feel like love and support are the same thing.
Yeah.
Um, and I have a lot of support.
Yeah.
And when I say support, which I mean love, it doesn't just mean my family, my kids, my wife. I have a
Hmm.
lot of support from friends, from the community, good
Hmm.
friends that I've met through this catering business,
Yeah.
um, which I'm just seeing it right now. Just to give you a quick example, I was telling you one of my oldest daughters. about to sing, do her first track. And I got with this very famous photographer from here in the Imperial Valley named Rudy Levas. He's gonna actually do her photo shoot today. And I told him how exciting we want to go shoot this. He wants to go record this track in the studio in LA, but it does cost a lot of money. And right now I'm kind of in a little crunch with money because we just moved into a new house.
Okay.
And then all my kids are playing sports and et cetera, et cetera. So he's like, dude, he came up with a great idea. He's like, how about I make a video for you and we promote your daughter as a fundraiser? You can sell plates to pay for the studio time. I
Wow.
said, that's a great idea. I said, that is a absolutely great idea. So we're actually doing that today. Another going back to that, dude, I met so many people, business people through my catering. I'm doing these meal preps right now for everybody that goes to the gym, and the word got around like, hey, he's doing meal preps, chicken. So this girl had hit me up 2 days ago actually that she wanted some chicken. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I look at her profile because she added me and added her, and I see that she does hair. She does very beautiful hair. So I'm like, that's what I need. I need a hairstylist for my daughter for her photo shoot. So I messaged her and she's like, what's it for? I'm like, can you squeeze her in as soon as possible? They're like, yeah, of course. And I showed her like, hey, she's doing a singing career. She's been in singing competitions. So she's like, send me videos. So I send her a couple of videos. She's like, bring her in. I'm gonna do her hair. We're gonna make it look nice for her photo shoot. So to me, the love and support out of that, just even just meeting someone 2 days ago, and she's like, "Bring her in. I want to be a part of that."
Wow.
That's beautiful. You know what I mean? Same thing with the my buddy that's gonna do the photo shoot. He was just supposed to do a simple photo shoot. He's like, "Nah, we're gonna do a video. We're gonna promote it. That way you can sell plates, and we'll get all the we'll do a fundraiser and that'll get the money for her to go and record in the studio."
Wow.
So it's
Wow. But
just,
do you know why those people they do that to you, Bonds? Because I'm sure you are a person that's always ready for others as well. You know what I mean? People they
oh yeah,
wouldn't do that
100%.
just because, oh, I'm gonna help him. No, 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 no. I'm
Yeah,
sure they do that because there is something about you that somehow you support others as well. So
oh,
it's like
100%.
changing. When you give away
Yeah,
things, trust me, they come back to us in a bigger proportion.
yeah,
So I understand that for sure. It's
yeah.
down to people. I'm sure those people they're special, they're helping, but for sure,
Mhm.
in other occasion, you help others as well, or in different ways you put your hands on it, and guess what
Yeah,
happens? Those things come back to us. That's how it
yeah,
happens. So I get it
yeah. It's a beautiful thing. Yeah,
for
so
sure. Cool. Last
yeah,
question. Ready?
yeah. Let's do it.
Let's do it. Last one. Okay. Before the last question, you already mentioned about the challenge as well about running your business.
Mhm.
But so far, free since you opened, Bonds Card Catering, and tell me a situation or a moment that could be a feedback from a client or for one of the people who somehow ate your food. Could be anything that you go like, you know what, I will always have this moment or this situation close to my heart.
About a moment during my whole the catering.
Yeah, like
Um,
events, anything that happened could be a feedback from one of your clients, could be anything that
okay.
you touch your heart somehow.
The first video we shot actually, which was 2 years ago, that one was very special. Because it happened to a buddy of mine, a good friend of mine that worked in the rigs for many years with me that I went to school with. His son actually won state in the Imperial Valley for wrestling.
Okay.
And it's a big deal to win state. I mean, to be number one in the state, that's a huge
Wow.
deal. He
Wow.
actually won back to back 2 years in a row. He did it as a junior and then he did it as a senior.
Wow.
So everybody wanted this kid. I mean, all the colleges were like, we want him, we want him, we want him. And the dad actually was like, you know what, we're gonna make him go to Poway, which has one of the best wrestling schools in California. So when he went to Poway, he took him out of school here in the Imperial Valley, and he made his senior year go to Poway. So he won state here for Brawley, and then he went to Poway and won state for Poway. It was
Right.
a beautiful thing. So to celebrate for him, he's like, it was actually my first big catering event. He's like,
Wow.
I want you to cook for him, and I'm gonna have all these kids that are state champions come down, and you're
Wow.
and it was my first music, it was my first catering business promoting it. So I'm like, I ended up getting a very well known guy named Shop by Dozes that he does videos, and he did my first video, and it was with all these state champions from California, and I ended
Wow.
up cooking for them. So it was a very special moment for me that actually I'll never forget,
Wow.
that
Amazing.
they gave me that opportunity to do that for them. So
Wow. Great. Okay, last question is, if you could be in a movie in real life, which movie that would be and why?
in a movie, ooh, um, the crazy part about me and my kids, we're really into Halloween and horror movies.
Okay.
And we always laugh at the old school cheesy movies where somebody's running from Jason and they trip 10 times and Jason's barely walking or Michael Myers is barely walking. I would be in a movie like that just to show that that's not true. Because it's hilarious. You literally see somebody, a
I
girl
know.
running as fast as they can. They trip 5 times, and you see Michael Myers barely walking, and it's like next thing you know, he's right there.
I love it. I love the idea. Okay, Bon, slow down yet. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to say some words. Just tell one word that comes to your mind. Okay, quick thinking, right? Let's
Okay.
start with money,
Ooh, hard work,
family,
love,
life.
stressful.
Can be. Sometimes you go under the weather because of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear,
Um, courage. Got to get over that
love,
fear. Um, love. What's a good one for love? For love, man, love is a hard one for me just because there's so much love. Caring,
okay. Um, religion,
um, religion, faithful, I guess.
okay.
Or
Sex,
being faithful. Um, fun. I don't know.
okay. Politics,
Uh, headache at times.
all right. Friendship,
Forever.
desire,
Um, desire. That's a good one. Um, Ooh, I don't think I have one for desire. I can't think of anything right now, to be honest, for desire. Um, Motivated? I don't know.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Regret,
Um, Regret. Regret. I would have to say changing.
okay.
I mean,
Success,
success would be life.
wish,
Wish. Promising.
happiness, one word.
Happiness is life for me.
Wow.
Again. Yeah.
I love one word for California.
Expensive.
Wow.
Very.
One word for USA.
Proud.
And the last one now, Bonds Catering. One word.
Quality.
Amazing.
Quality.
Let's
The
pretend now
best.
let's pretend now I'm going to meet your wife for a coffee and I'm going to ask
Okay.
her. define bonds in one positive and one negative word only. What she would say about you?
Positive, she would say that I carry my heart on my shoulders, on my sleeve.
Mhm.
Uh, she knows how supportive I am of everyone around us. Negative, 100% would say I'm impatient. That's She tells me that every day. You need to work on your patience because I am very impatient.
Let's play now. Bones and the magic box, and you can ask me a question. But okay, Bones. But before you ask me the question, in the beginning of the interview, you're saying how much you love, your food and cooking, this and that. Tell me one food that you could eat for the rest of your life, and tell me one food that you cannot eat at all for some reason.
Seafood. I absolutely love seafood.
Wow,
I love that. I love anything seafood. I mean, it don't matter if it's shrimp, crab, fish, seafood number one.
wow.
One thing I can't do, and I was traumatized by it at one point, is the liver. Never. Yeah, I will never eat liver. That to me, it's like eating a tire, I guess.
You know what? I must say that I love seafood, but I love liver as well.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I don't do liver. When we're in Guatemala, when I was working in Honduras and Guatemala, they ended up getting us some cleaning ladies that would cook for us. And I
Uh-huh.
remember they bought liver one time and they were cooking it, and that thing was so. I felt like I was gonna lose a tooth, and I said, "No, this ain't for me." I went and got a burger. I was like, it was my first. I tried it. I was like, "Nah, this ain't for me."
Okay, you can ask me a question now, once.
What motivated you to start this program?
Great question. And the answer comes straight away. People. I love
Awesome.
people. I love to see, for example, my God, talking to you, you talk about
Yeah,
your journey in life, you're talking about your experience, your
yeah,
daughters, your family. I think it's so beautiful for me to see people expressing their love, their passion, their struggles, everything. I think
yeah,
people, we are fascinating. People, they have, as I always mention, everyone has a story to tell. Everyone has
yeah,
up and downs, interesting facts. Everyone has, challenge situations. And for me, I feel the best. When you are running your business, even though it's stressful, but you love doing it,
yeah.
it's the same
Exactly.
feeling when I'm sitting here and doing those interviews. I
Yeah.
love, I
Oh,
love
yeah,
to,
this is your business. Yeah, of course.
not yet, not business yet, but it's my
Yeah,
passion for sure. That's
your
my passion.
passion. Yeah, there you go.
It's something
That's
that I
awesome.
love for sure. So yeah, what
Yeah,
inspired me the most? It's about people. Yes, absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That
Did you
is
enjoy?
awesome.
Did you enjoy the interview?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun. I definitely enjoyed it for sure. It was interesting. It was the first time I've been interviewed actually. So
Really
yeah,
amazing,
yeah.
amazing.
So
Before you go, Bonds, thanks again for the interview. Thanks for
oh,
taking
you're
the time.
welcome.
I know you're a busy man, you're feeling under the weather a little bit, and you make the time for the interview. So appreciate you, appreciate your time. And before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
Um, post a message. Let's go with make sure everyone that's seen this to always put kindness and love above everything. And with time, even if you're going through a bad time, things will get better. They always do. Because I've hit rock bottom. A lot of my friends and people have hit rock bottom, and you
Yeah.
can always get out of that stage. Um, so to me, is never giving up. Have your
Yeah.
loved one close to you, and 100% follow Bones Catering. And my
Uh,
daughter, Emmy underscore sings 13, and also for her singing career.
um, and one day, should you like to be on the show as well? She's invited for the Magic Box. If one day should you like to be
Oh,
as well, okay? Be a
okay.
pleasure.
I'll let her. Yeah, that'll
Okay,
be awesome. I should.
amazing,
She'll be interested for sure.
amazing.
Thank you so
Thank,
much for your time. I
thank you.
appreciate you. You have a
Thanks so much.
blessed day.
You too. Take
Thank
care. Okay, regards to the
you for
family.
care.
Okay,
All
take
right.
care.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye
Bye bye.
bye.
Bye. So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.